Folks, welcome. It's Peter Catalano. We're doing another interview, and man, I love meeting so many great people, business owners, employees of great businesses, you name it. They're all over Houston here, and we're in the end of the year, right? This is December. We got, last I heard, 16 days. So you can get an idea when we're recording this. 16 days left for your Christmas shopping. And you know something that's come up, I see it all the time, is how do I get major appliances? I know this sounds weird, but with all of the renovations going on, with all the flipping of the real estate, people buying new homes, my Facebook feed is flooded with, anybody know how to get a dishwasher? Anybody know how to get a refrigerator or whatever? And I admit, I used to be like, well, Home Depot, well, Lowe's, and they're not paying me to say their name. So, big box store, I guess is what I should say. But, I was able to meet in my networking group a woman named Megan Anderson, and she works with Renova Appliance. And I've learned so much from her. In fact, she helped me with one of the appliances in my house. It's really quite fascinating what happened. It stopped working, and she said, send me the model number. I'll tell you how to fix it. I'm like, really? Anyways, she did, and it was great. So I wanted to share with you all today an introduction to Megan Anderson. Megan, say hi to everybody.
Hey, guys.
And so Megan's with Renova Appliance. And listen, you don't have to go to the big box stores. So before we get started with all that, and I know, Megan, you have a lot to educate me on, briefly tell us about you. I know not only do you work here, but you're a personal trainer as well.
I own my own personal training business. It's called Life Stride Fitness Training because no two strides of life are the same. So your workout shouldn't be like anybody else's either. I'm a mom to an amazing 5-year-old little girl, married for 15 years. So yeah, I have a passion for helping people. So whether it's in fitness or whether it's helping people renovate their home and their kitchen, I just enjoy what I do.
Yeah, that always comes out whenever we have our conversations. I'm always inspired by your enthusiasm and your smile and your bubbly. And it's so great to see what you're doing out there. I have a lot to ask you about today, and we have a short window of time. So listen, you had shared with me before we started this recording, your back order. Let's just hit it right there. Let's talk about that because I almost fell off my chair. Look at the size of that. How do you manage that? And I got a lot of questions around this, but how do you manage that kind of a back order?
It's tough, especially because we're not informed when things get pushed even further into back order status. So when we order appliances, we see an estimated time on delivery. And a lot of those times we've seen trends, and we can find out, and we can educate people at the time they purchase, this may not be accurate and it may get pushed even further. I won't know until the time comes. So it's very difficult, unfortunately, to try to manage it, but we're doing the best that we can.
Now, you had said to me a minute ago, you're going through that list weekly.
I am. Because I know how much people, this is investments. This is an investment of money for people. So I know that investment is important. So once a week, I skipped last week because trying to recover from holidays, but once a week I spend time going through every single order and checking on those back ordered items and updating the ETAs in our system. So that way, if somebody calls or if somebody needs to know on the fly what an ETA is, they're able to look at the invoice and see, oh, the last time we checked, which was a couple days ago, GE said it would be the middle of January. And that way they have something a little bit more to go on. And we'll tell them, don't know if it's accurate, but this is the latest information that we have from the manufacturers.
So tell me a little bit here. Now, Renovo's been in business as appliance sales for a long time. And just big overview here, you just do all appliances, one appliance? What can people get through you all?
We do all kitchen appliances, major kitchen appliances. So we don't do blenders or small appliances like that, but microwaves, dishwashers, ranges, cooktops, built-in ovens, anything that comes to a major kitchen appliance, we handle. We also handle laundry, so washers and dryers as well.
Now, look, I'm gonna play the consumer card over here for a minute. And those who watch me know that I try not to hold too much back, but why don't I just go to the big box store? Why do I call you? I mean, aren't you going to be more expensive? Aren't you going to have cheaper equipment than the big box? I mean, why you?
It's a big misconception. So people think the only option is to go to the big store or the big box store. And the difference with us is we can save you money. We will save you money most of the time. There's very rarely an opportunity where we just can't touch whatever a big box store does. Usually that's around like a Black Friday sale or something where they have something I just can't compete with. Most of the time we're lower than the big box store. And we carry all major brands. So what you're seeing in Lowe's and Home Depot, we can also get. And the big difference is that our people have been in appliances their whole entire lives. So they know the ins and outs, the manufacturers, what manufacturers have bought other manufacturers over the years. And so there's an education aspect to it when you come to us that you won't get at a big box store.
So a grill comes to mind. Do you guys do the outdoor kitchen grill type stuff?
We do. We can get them. We don't get the whole lot of those here. We don't get a whole lot of orders, but we do. We can get outdoor kitchen equipment as well.
So if I'm going through a house build and or somebody here is going through a house build, can they have their builder call you and coordinate, or you and the consumer work it out and tell the builder what size to build out? How does that work?
Normally, the builder would either send their clients to us, or the customer will be like, hey, I'm thinking about getting appliances from here, talk to the builder. And normally we would go through with the client and find out what their budget is and go through all the ins and outs of things that they want, try to meet that to their budget, give them some options, and really sit down and kind of just go through the process with them from start to finish.
Now, these delays, let's be realistic. We all hear about supply chain delays. We all hear about boats anchored off the various coasts of our country. People are flipping homes or buying homes or trying to get them cleaned up. They're trying to, are you seeing a big impact on, what for your supplying to these, people who are flipping and buying homes? I mean, what's the feedback from the market?
Well, right now we have some stock. Keyword some. We've been depleted. We have kind of kept our inventory pretty high throughout the months because we've anticipated some slowdowns when it comes to the holiday season. As where we get to the end of the year, manufacturers don't want to pay tax on inventory they have, so they reduce their inventory. We're trying to make up for what we don't have. However, we've still been able to take care of all of our flip customers, house flippers, and investment property owners. We've still been able to take care of them without much delay at all.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. So that big backlog you have, where's that stemming from? Are that new builds? Is that just refinishing?
These are all custom order.
All custom stuff. Wow.
So it's whether, so when you get into the more, I say, boutique type of appliances, whether it be an Ilve, which is an Italian made range that's coming from Italy, it's going to be a while. Most people know that when they come in and inquire about it. But if you're getting like some of the different finishes, like a graphite finish on a cafe oven, a GE cafe, or if you're looking for a matte white or something like that, those are typically long lead times because people are trying to manufacture the stainless to get that out the door. So more of the customized products and customized ranges, things like that, we're seeing big delays on.
Got it. So in the manufacturing process, they're used to throwing a white face on it, just get that thing out the door. Don't slow it down by this custom. They got to put that in the line. They got to cut. I got it. That makes sense. So unfortunately, if you're going custom, you may have a little delay, but if you're not, it sounds like you guys are ramping up on inventory, and it sounds like you're getting your at least your flippers, the people who are buying and selling and trying to get these houses turned, you're getting them served pretty well. And I'm sure they're not buying the higher end, custom stuff. They were just trying to get something in the house.
Yeah, and a lot of times, because our house flippers, we give everybody their pricing for the entire year at the beginning of the year. So all they have to do is send me an email with exactly what they need. They can say a gas range, dishwasher, and an OTR microwave, over the range microwave. Fine, great. Tell me what day you need it. I get it written up and I put it in there for them. and it's all taken care of, so that they don't have to sit there and come into the store and talk to somebody and try to, you know, figure out logistics. It's all super easy. I tell them, hey, I don't have this in stock, but I'm expecting it this day. Okay, great. So
now, real quick, you had mentioned in one of our other discussions the ability, very new to me, learning this, the ability for you guys to come into homes that are unoccupied homes, a little bit different than some of the other delivery. Can you explain that?
yes, so a lot of the homes that are investment properties or getting flips or remodels, they'll have a lockbox on them. So we are able to go into an unoccupied home with a lockbox. As long as they give us the code, we go in, we'll uninstall the old appliances, install the new ones, take pictures, lock up when we leave, and that way that general contractor doesn't have to sit and wait for an appliance appointment, because sometimes our installers could have probably 10 jobs. And if they get stuck on one job for an hour and a half, 2 hours longer, and it delays them the rest of their jobs,
Sure.
this person doesn't have to wait all day to just for people to show up to install appliances.
And we've all dealt with the open window time. Well, we'll be there 12 to 5. Great. 4:55 you show up, you know, not you guys, but I understand that concept. So, well, listen, Megan, this has been a great 10, 15 minutes here. Thank you for sharing a bit about Renova. How do people get a hold of you?
They can call me at the office, 713-270-8810. They can email me. It's Megan, MEGAN @renovaappliance.com. Or you can go to our website, renovaappliancecenter.com.
Excellent. Well, any final thoughts you want to get out there year end, something, any specials, anything you guys are doing that, you know, we need to let community aware of?
Well, next week on Wednesday, and this is open to anybody in Houston area, if you want to come to our showroom, see what it looks like, see what our appliances, kind of the selection is on the showroom. That's not all that we can get, but you can. We're going to have an event from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. where we are going to be stuffing a trailer full of toys for Tots. So instead of a Christmas party this year, we've been so blessed that we just want to give back to the community. So we're going to hold an event. I have 2 chefs coming to make some small bites. We're going to have some games and food and drinks. And we just want people to come by and have a good time, drop off some toys to benefit some kids.
And it's an unwrapped toy, correct?
Unwrapped toys, yes.
Unwrapped toys that are new and then put into the trailer you're going to stuff and give away to some people who maybe didn't fare as well during this pandemic. Yes. Well, thank you for Renova. Thank you for your time here today. I hope you choose to come back and let me interview and chat with you some more. Next time I'd like to talk about some more of the details between the appliances. I think it's fascinating to see the level of quality between all the different areas. So hopefully you'll be willing to come back and let me do that. I thank you.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas to you, and we'll see you soon.
Merry Christmas.